Have you ever wondered what you would do with that 10-pound log of ground beef from Sam's Club? Well, today I'm going to show you what I do with that 10 pounds of ground beef and all of the different things that I can make. This is part of my freezer meal prep. The first thing I do is take an onion and a couple of peppers and I put that through the food processor. And then I cut up the log into manageable portions. And then I put each portion through the food processor, the small amount of the onions and peppers from the previous session. And then add some small amount of seasoning, not too much, just enough so that it's not totally bland. And then I do that for the whole 10-pound log. I have my pan already prepared and I'm just making burger patties. I'm going to bake these in the oven to make it fast and easy. Because it's a lot of meat, but I'm going to keep checking it, stirring it. Once it's done, then I'm going to divvy it up between, what's going to be. I did move my rack up a bit. I think they're browning pretty good. I'm going to flip them. Okay, so now that this meat is mostly, it'll have a little onion and pepper that's visible. And since this is almost done, when it goes in the freezer, the onions won't be like 100% done. So they should freeze okay and reheat pretty good. Not sure if you can see that good, but this is just regular taco seasoning. Are in a pan. So the rest of the burgers are here underneath parchment paper cooling off. Now these, are again, some are very small. Most of them are pretty chunky. So some of them I'll probably just put in the freezer so that we can have like dinner, burger and fries or something. And then some I'll just put on a bun. So, okay, so everything cooled down and I'm just gonna divvy up the burgers. Okay, so now I have 8 burgers in my freezer bag. And, this will last me a few weeks, maybe all month. Just eating one here and there. Okay, so now my taco meat is cool. And I'm going to get it ready for the freezer bag. So I have the date here and the type of meat that it is. And then I'm just going to fill up this bag. And now there's taco and there's plain ground beef for spaghetti or whatever else I might want to make. And then I have the burgers and my pre-made cheeseburgers. So this was 10 pounds of ground beef from Sam's Club. And I don't know if they sell that same like 10-pound log at Costco, but I do know that Sam's Club has that. And so this is what that looks like all cooked up. I've got 8 burgers here, dinner size burgers, nice fat boys. And then here I have 8 regular cheeseburgers. Here I have about 2.5 pounds of taco meat and another 2.5 pounds of cooked ground beef with some onions and peppers added in. Now, I did put all of the meat through a food processor with onions and peppers, and I added a little seasoned salt and a little pepper. It's not excessively seasoned, but it's just enough so that it's not just like it came out of the pack. So I can still add some additional seasoning to this, like if I was going to use it for spaghetti sauce, it's still, I didn't add any salt at all except the seasoned salt. So it could take salt, it can take basil, oregano, whatever other seasonings I want to add to it without, you know, being too salty. Now the burgers, I did add mustard and Worcestershire sauce to these, but still I did not add salt. So if you like to put salt and pepper on your burger, you still have the option to do that this way. So that's it. I used one of my frozen burger patties to make a blue cheese bacon cheeseburger because I wanted a nice luxury burger that day. And I decided I bought some blue cheese and I had those burger patties in the freezer. And I bought those brochet buns and that was awesome. That was really sweet.